Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. For today's video I thought I would do the 10 baby names that we love, or I love, but we won't be using. I'm going to do just girl names because if you don't know already, we're having a girl and this is our first baby, so hopefully we'll have more and we may have a boy, but these are names that we probably wouldn't use in the future even for girls. Could change, so probably like 99% won't be using, but we might use, who knows. I really like these videos. They've actually helped me come up with like certain names that I hadn't have thought of, that I kind of added to our list that like maybe we'll use. If you don't know already, I'm currently 25 weeks pregnant with baby number 1. We do have a name picked out, we think, but we're just sort of, it's not definite. It's one of those that we want to wait till she's born to definitely decide, but we think we've got a name, so yeah. So the first name that I love, my partner doesn't like this one, so that's the reason why we wouldn't be using it, but I love it, is Nova. I think it's really pretty. I think it's like short and sweet and snappy, and I think it's a strong name. I don't know anyone that has a name that's similar to it, to be honest, but I think it's probably one of those that's growing in trend. I really like it. The second I heard it I thought it was really cute. I think it'd be such a cute name for just like a little spunky kid, but my partner hates it, so we won't be using it. Name number 2 is Mia. I like this name. Again, I love this name. I think it's just simple, it's sweet, it's pretty. This actually goes very similar to the next one, I guess. This one is actually someone that we know who has a dog, so called Mia, so we couldn't really use it because it would be a bit weird, but I really like it, so it's a shame. So the other one I really liked is Luna, but again, we know a dog that's called Luna, so it doesn't really work. But we liked that, well, I liked that name. I went with some really like different names when to what I kind of thought I would when I first realised I was having a girl, and then I'm kind of glad we've set on something different now, so yeah, but I really liked those kind of names. The next name was my partner's like favourite name. And there wasn't a massive reason we didn't pick it, we just kind of found one that we preferred, I guess, and it was Clementine. We really liked it. Clem is a cute name. We just thought it was a nice, it's a pretty name, and I really quite liked like the naturey kind of names, and that kind of fit in with that sort of theme. Originally that's kind of where I was going. I think I've changed my mind a bit since then, but yeah, he really liked Clementine. We just found something that we liked a bit more, I guess. The next one is one that like was originally like our top baby name, but now looking back I'm glad I didn't pick it, and I'm glad that we couldn't use it, but was the name Leilani, which is a Hawaiian name. I really like this name. I think it's really pretty. I still think it's a really pretty name, but we came into our minds, we'd really liked it, and then realised that my partner's cousin's baby, she just had a baby and she called it that, so it was like, can't really take that name now. So, but I'm kind of glad, because I actually feel like I don't love it so much now. I think it is a really pretty name, maybe just not for our baby. Baby name number 6 that I really like but we won't be using is the name River. This name has been a favourite for me for such a long time, and I love this name. I think it's so pretty. I don't know, I love this name. It's pretty, it's different, but it's not too different. The middle names you could put with it, I just really like it. I feel like I would just absolutely love it if I could call my baby this. But I know somebody, again, who's just had a baby recently and called their daughter River, and I was gutted because that was like really high up there on my list of names. And so yeah, I won't be using that name. The next name that we love but won't be using is quite a classic name, I suppose, and it would be a variation of Emma, Emily, something along those lines. We won't be using it because of her middle name, which you'll find out when we definitely decide on the name. We do the baby name reveal for definite, which will be probably a bit closer to her due date. The baby name reveal might not be until she's just born. I might have it filmed and ready, but then if we change our mind I'll have to refilm it, because I think it's hard to definitely say what name we're going to have until she's born. But her middle name is 99% certain as being something, so it wouldn't work with any variation of Emma or Emily. The next name that I love that we won't be using will be would be the name Willow. I think it's a really pretty name. I think it's, unfortunately, I grew up in the era of loving Buffy the Vampire Slayer, so kind of ruined that name for me a little bit. Not in a bad way, I really like the character Willow in it, but that's all I can think of when I think of the name. So it was up there on the list, but then it was kind of like, there are different names that I would use instead. But again, it was in the naturey kind of themed names. So yeah, but I can't help but think of Buffy, and it wasn't my favourite of the nature names, it was just one that I thought could work. The next name that I love and won't be using is the name Blossom. I really think this is a pretty name, but I do think that where we live, maybe there's potential for picking on someone for having that kind of name. It's one of those names, like, I like different names. I like names that are slightly out there, but I also want my daughter to not have to worry too much about having a really strange name. My partner's first name isn't strange, but it's spelt so that no one can understand it, and he spent his whole life apologising for the fact that no one knows what his name is. Although it's a pretty name and you can read it, I just think that people will ask too many questions. So that's 9. Baby name 10 that we love but won't be using would be the name Autumn. Really like this name. I also really like Winter, and it could be on our potential list, I don't know. But I really like the seasonal names. The only thing that put me off about this, and maybe this is just crazy because maybe I should use it for this reason, but the fact that she's going to be born like late summer, early autumn just makes me just think, I don't know, I just didn't want to use the name Autumn, even though it's pretty. I think there's an Autumn in the family somewhere, not on my side, but like a family friend that somebody knows. You know, when you tell people baby names and they go, oh yeah, I know someone that was called that, and all that kind of stuff. It's just not quite right for us. So, a really pretty name though, and as I say, I really like seasonal names. Can't say I'd never use the name, but I just not going to use it for this baby. So on that note, I am going to go. Let me know if you have any baby names that you love and won't be using down below, girl or boy, because I'm interested anyway. Yeah, and what you thought of any of these names, if you use them, if they are your names. Just to say, I do obviously love all these names. I like them all for all different reasons. It's just either my partner doesn't like them, or there's little things that mean they weren't quite the right for our baby. But if you have these names, that's very cool. So just throwing that out there. But yeah, let me know that down below in a comment. Don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, subscribe, and push the little notification button, otherwise you'll never see my videos because of the lovely YouTube algorithm. And I'll see you in my next video on Wednesday. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.